Kyle. This is Tara Reno, and this is Courtney Owen. And we are learning how to Zoom.
You'd think we'd have the hang of this by now.
Right?
I don't. I still don't have the hang.
Not even close. So, okay, I got to ask you.
There,
We're gonna make this fun. It's gonna be just a few minutes on online tonight. This is gonna be for Worship Wednesday.
Sweet.
Great.
So yeah. So okay, let's see. Tara, I'll tell it. Courtney, can you tell everybody what it was like? What the expectations were? Just real quick and like a quick synopsis. How much heads up I really gave you? How much like run with this? Like, when you heard we were going to do Still Rolling Stones and we were going to do this ISO video, what was it like for you?
So, Still Rolling Stones is a song that came out in 2018, but I had never heard it until the day we filmed it. So, Kyle sent an email and he's like, hey guys, our planning center request. Hey guys, if you're free, we're going to do this thing 2 days from now. Maybe a day from now, actually. I don't even know how much notice you truly gave.
A week and a half, but that's cool.
It felt like 2 days. Maybe I'm a procrastinator. So a week and a half. Wow. I don't know why it felt a lot shorter. Well, we learned it. Oh, that's right. Because you had everybody film a little choir shindig in their closets or bedrooms. So it was really fun, really strange because there was a lot of birds everywhere, chickens, ducks, all that fun stuff. And I don't think I don't know if I've ever recorded anything outside. So it was also like a super unique experience because it was beautiful. Like, I don't know. It was just being in God's creation, recording worship was so weird and so cool at the same time. So I loved it. It was a little awkward because I remember when we were recording, I had one ear playing the music and then I had the headphone out of my other ear. And everybody on the team that was there filming could only hear me and no music. So it was very vulnerable. But yeah, it was awesome. It was so fun.
Tara, you'd done a lot of prep on this song already when it was time to do it. But then there was the challenge of doing it without having a microphone that you could hear what you sound like into it, because I know that's an issue with your hearing loss.
Yeah, it was a little scary for me. I know I hate to use that word, but I didn't know what I was going to do. Like, literally just relying on the Lord to be able to hear. It was a very unique process to do it outside and then to try and hear with being part deaf. That was a lot of trusting.
Yeah.
And God just came through. He really did. Mm-hmm. Because as soon as I sang the first note, that fear just went away and he just took it.
Mm-hmm. That's
really
so cool.
And I literally had to say in that moment, God, I'm putting on my trust in you on this because I can't hear right now.
Yeah.
So
that was cool. I had plans to do what we did, like as far as having different spots for you in later, like have you on this angle. That's why I don't know if you guys noticed. This is where my creative brain goes all the time. I filmed one of you from one side and one of you from the other side.
Yeah. It was my bad side. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I don't have a bad side. I was kidding.
Yeah, I do. They're both. That's why I didn't put myself in it. That was good. One of those fun things. I was like, this is going to be cool. It's going to look like they're singing apart from each other at the end. And
it was so rad.
Geeking out. But I didn't. The fun part was you guys really just ran with your parts. I didn't have to burden you with all that stuff.
It was crazy that it was one take. Well, there was the first two mess ups, but it was just one all the way through. I thought that was
Yes.
crazy.
Yeah.
That
one
was
of the things,
awesome.
I had to make it live like that. There's a licensing thing. I didn't know if you guys knew that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Oh,
Because it's live, or it has to be produced live in order for it to be uh, to work with our
Legal?
license. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I couldn't cut it up and chop it up. Same with drums, all that stuff. How wild was that,
Dang.
hearing like what it sounded like? You were there when he was recording drums, right?
Yeah. Oh, it was
I
so
heard it too.
weird.
Right? When you
So
heard it
weird.
actually finalized and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was I would have thought honestly that we would have been interrupted by ducks and stuff more.
Yeah.
Or goats.
Yeah. But
You
Yeah.
had your goats probably put away.
Is there anything about that experience, about that song, that you're like, that's something that I looked at that differently than probably other people would have, just because of your role? Is there anything you want to speak to on that? Like, you're just like,
The bridge part. Oh, I'm trying to think of the bridge again.
thought that
You
I
guys
was
remember
too
how the bridge?
gone.
I thought that I was too far gone. That part really hit me heavy because I had this really deep, ugly grief years when my mom had died. And it really felt like for some couple of years, I thought that I was too far gone and that I wasn't going to get out of this deep black pit, because I felt this pit, even as a Christian, grieving my mom, that I didn't know if I was going to see light at the end of this tunnel, at the end of this, what felt like a prison. And that part really just did something for my spirit, for my heart. I just really connected with that bridge. I mean, most of the song, all of it to me, but that part really hit home deep.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Court?
Yeah. Yeah. I love, I think it's the second verse where it says, "Now that you saved me, I sing because you gave me a song of revival," and I put it on vinyl. And I just think that lyric is so
Bible.
rad. And I got to sing it on the video too. That's what's
The
funny.
Bible!
Yeah. So I just was like, hey, this is, for me, as someone who loves to make music, I was like, this is what worship is all about. Like, we only sing because God has given us a song to sing. And I just think it's such a clever like lyric. I love that lyric. So anyways, I just thought it was cool too, because Andy and I were listening, my husband and I, we were listening to that song the whole day leading up to the filming because I needed to learn it. And I kept stopping at that part and being like, this is a powerful song. Like, it's jamming and it's a fun song, but it's also like intense worship to God. And these lyrics are intense, and it's singing about, how God will bring the dead to life, and he's still doing it. And so I just think, like, in spiritual ways and physical ways, I was like, this is so cool. So I loved getting to sing not just like a slow worship song, which there's a time and place for that, but like a jammin' song that also is worship. Like, when you watch it, you don't think like, oh, I'm gonna put my hands up and worship God, because it doesn't make that feeling. But then when you listen to the words, you're like, whoa, this is to me was a fresh twist on worship that I really, really loved. So that was super cool.
That's cool. That's interesting. You both said those parts, because when I was editing, and just so people they didn't know which parts they were going to sing. They sang the whole song through. And then I went in and edited and moved it and did all that stuff later. So when Courtney, you hear Courtney singing the beginning of that verse, when she says, "And I put it on vinyl," when you did that, you threw a little smile. I don't know if you noticed.
Yeah.
Oh, I noticed that.
You're like, oh, I love this. Like, when we got to that lyric, that's when you smiled and you enjoyed it. That's funny that you brought that up. For Tara, the same thing. You could tell she was in that moment when she sang that bridge, that first bridge. It was really powerful and just drew you in.
And the power verse
Oh, the second half, yeah.
Power verse.
And Tara got all scratchy.
The power. I
Yeah.
loved that.
Oh, I know. I was like, I was trying in my house. I was like trying to get the
Holy
grunt out. I was like, nope,
Yeah.
I can't grunt like Tara.
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, and then here's something that you guys probably didn't know. When I sent out that request for the entire vocal team to send those things back, I didn't clarify parts. I told them just to sing to them.
Oh, that's so cool.
And I swear it was like everybody picked like their own part.
Wow.
So it was like
That's
a choir.
awesome.
It was really cool. I didn't have to tell people what to do.
So rad.
So yeah, that was just one of those, Lauren Daigle did a version, and it's, oh my gosh, it's professional. You hear those guys playing, you hear her singing, it's so crisp and so clean. And
Right.
ours was like dirty, and it was grungy.
Yes.
And like, you know what I mean?
Dirty.
It was like,
And we were literally standing in dirt. So
yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it was really cool. I really felt like we took on and made that song our own.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys especially took it and you did what you did with it, and it was just, as the guy doing all the background work and the guy doing all the capturing of the sound, capturing of the video, I got to watch you guys really just enjoy your roles, and it was so fun for me behind the scenes and just kind of help lift you guys up to that thing. So
It was so fun.
cool. So well, we're gonna
Amazing.
keep doing things like this as long as we can, as long as we're tasked with this, we're gonna keep putting it on vinyl. So
Put it on vinyl.
thank you guys for what you're doing. Yeah, we're gonna play it again for everybody. We're gonna put it in this video. We're gonna tag to it. So if there's anything
sweet.
you want to say, anything
Yay.
to wrap up with real quick. Nothing.
Tara?
Oh, I didn't hear that. It went.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Anything you want to say at the end? Just other than thank you for watching and being a part of this, and thank you, Lauren Daigle, for writing an awesome song.
Yes, I would like to say a few things. Thank you, Lauren. That song has God's anointing all over it. You can feel that. I just am amazed how many people have been touched by this song. I had people that I haven't spoken to in 20 years who were reaching out to me, messaging me from past churches, who were so uplifted, so encouraged by the song, who kept saying, please don't stop singing. Please don't stop. The enemy wants to, come in and silence us, and we're going to rise up and say, no, we're going to rise up, say, no, we're going to keep singing. We're going to keep singing and pressing on and fight together the good fight of faith through this whole quarantine, and continue to pray for everyone. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
I love it. Yeah, I think it's just this crazy time that is still happening. Like coronavirus is still happening, and that's a weird thing to acknowledge. But it's like worship. God's so much bigger, and He's still worthy of worship. And so, like filming the video for me actually got me back into like worship's a discipline. You really have to cultivate it and choose to do it. And so I think for me, it was kind of like a kick in the butt, like, hey, you need to do this more. And so I'm thankful that we got to do it. And I know that song was stuck in my head for like a week after, and it was a good thing because it's a powerful song. And we're just, as people of God, I think we're called to worship our way through things. So my encouragement would be just, listen to this song, listen to more worship songs, write your own worship song, just be worshiping God, because things in the spiritual realm happen when we worship Him. So
yes, amen.
It's rad.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for being a part of it. And now that you've gotten to hear a little bit of some of the backstory, here's the video.
Out of the shadows, bound for the gallows, a dead man walking till love came calling. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. 6 feet under, I thought it was over. An answer to prayer, the voice of a savior. Rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. All at once I came alive. This beating heart, these open eyes. The grave let go, the darkness should have known. You're still rolling stone. You're still rolling stones. Now that you saved me, I sing 'cause you gave me a song of revival, and I put it on vinyl. Oh, rise up, rise up, rise up, rise up. I once was blinded, but now I see it. I heard about the power, and now I believe it. Rise up, rise up, rise up. All at once I came alive. This beating heart, these open eyes. The grave let go, the darkness should have known. You're still rolling stone. You're still rolling stones. I thought that I was too far gone for everything I'd done wrong. Yeah, I'm the one who dug this grave, but you call my name, you call my name. I thought that I was too far gone for everything I've done wrong. Yeah, I'm the one who dug this grave, but you call my name, you call